What's up, guys? My name is Dave. Welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Last time we got to the Autumn Heights, we completed 3 levels, and now we're on level 4, Sawmill Thrill. The game continues to be very difficult. I'm assuming this level is going to be very difficult as well. Looks like we only have a few more levels to go until the boss, but hopefully we'll get there in this episode. We'll find out. Let's just jump right into the next level here, guys. 2-4 Sawmill Thrill. Very exciting stuff. I'm loving the game so far. I really am. It's very, very fun, but it's just very, very difficult, man. I'm continually shocked at the level of difficulty this game presents. All right, let's see what we're getting ourselves into here. Oh boy, looks like we're doing a minecart level. Okay. Right off the bat, Oh! We're in like a haunted house or something, or like a windmill thing. I don't know what you would call this. Okay, I should have went under there. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of an episode of Ben 10. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know Ben 10. But that was a show I used to watch when I was a kid. Okay, we got the checkpoint, though, didn't we? We got the checkpoint. We did. Right? Okay, we did. Thank God. It was called Ben 10, and it was out in the early 2000s. And there was an episode where Ben had to... he, like, broke Gwen, his cousin's laptop, and he had to replace it. Or he thought he broke it, anyway. And that involved joining like this wrestling ring. There was like this whole plot behind it. Oh God, I missed a letter, by the way, but it's fine. It involved this whole plot of him like joining a wrestling ring and using his aliens. He has like these alien powers. I didn't realize how hard this is going to be to explain if you didn't know what Ben 10 was. But anyway, one way or another, he ends up at a sawmill. That's what this is, a sawmill. And he has his final battle there. Turns out the wrestling guys that he was fighting against weren't the bad guys after all. He worked together with them, defeated the real bad guy, and got the money to buy his sister, or his cousin, excuse me, a new laptop. And at the end, she was like, oh, yeah, so actually, laptop was fine. So he didn't have to do all that. But overall, an amazing show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I used to love it when I was a kid. I later on watched the other versions of the show. They had a teenage version of Ben 10 called Ben 10 Alien Force, which came out a few years later, where he was all grown up, and so were the rest of the characters. It had a bit of more of a darker tone. Oh wow, that was crazy. It turned that log into a minecart. Had a bit more of a darker tone, but it was awesome. It was an amazing show, an amazing sequel to the original Ben 10, followed by Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, oh god, which was also very good. And then they did Omniverse, which, Ben 10 Omniverse, which was like, it was okay. I didn't mind it, but it wasn't my favorite. And then I haven't watched anything since, but I have heard that they've revived the series yet again, and they just call it Ben 10 now, and it's like a weird styling, like, I don't know, like, it just doesn't, oh my god, why do I keep jumping there? There's like Geometry Dash. I have to like memorize what to do. I don't know, man. Like, anytime I see a TV show get revived, like, that's becoming more and more common nowadays, you know? Every now and then, a company will like run out of ideas and they'll be like, you know what we should do? We should revive that show from like 10 years ago, even though it definitely doesn't need to be revived. And, you know, our audience would love that, you know, and Ben 10 is one of the ones who fell victim to that. You know, it's unfortunate because it was perfectly fine on its own. I'm trying to think of another example. I mean, you'll see it so many times today, like iCarly. I don't know if anybody watched iCarly. That was a show that was around when I was a kid. They recently revived iCarly by having all the characters, or at least a majority of the characters who wanted to come back and reprise their roles if they were like, you know, adults. You know, it's like it took place however long iCarly, whenever iCarly ended to now. Like, that's how long in the future that show takes place. I'm completely going off track. I don't even know what my point was there, but I'm just sick of TV revivals. That's my ultimate point. Also, I keep dying as well. I apologize. Oh my god, I have to duck there. That's what I have to do. Why do I keep missing that? Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do there? This is hard, man. Like, it's not even just my commentary. This is just hard. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so on the subject of revivals, let's talk about movie revivals for a second. Because that's a lot more common than TV revivals, now that I'm thinking about it. So, like, this was one I was just looking at the other day. There was this movie series called Jason Bourne. It was a trilogy based on books written by a guy. And it was really good. I watched them all. It started with the Bourne Identity, and then it went Bourne Supremacy, followed by the Bourne Ultimatum. And it was a perfect, you know, series of movies. It was a perfect trilogy. Hold on, let me do this right here. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, 11. Nice. It was a great trilogy, and then years later, like, I'm talking 10, 12 years later, they came out with another movie just called Jason Bourne, which just continued the plot where there was no plot. There was no plot to continue. I don't understand why they decided to continue, and it was a terrible remake, and they did it only for nostalgia purposes. Yo, Kong! Hey, I was thinking about a groovy cloud surfboard, but I need some coinage for the tinkering. Okay, you asking me for money there, pal, or... Alright, so we're at the shop. We have 144 coins. I feel like we need to buy some things. I don't really care about any of this. I honestly don't. I don't really need anything. Yeah, I'm going to exit the shop. I think our coins will become more useful later on when I'm, you know, collecting everything. I feel like that'll be, you know, when I want to buy, like, specific Kongs or something like that. Like, I think that'll be... It's probably wise to save our money. All right, next level here. Looks like we missed out on a secret exit or something. There's 2 levels down there that we can't even go to, so we're just going to move on to 2-5, Alpine Incline. Sounds interesting. Looks like we're going to get to the boss a little faster than I expected, which is good. Glad to see that. You know, another movie revival thing that I don't understand now that we're talking about it, the Disney live-action movies. Was there really a need for Disney to make live-action remakes of every single one of their movies? I'll answer that for you. No, they did not. In fact, I've only seen one of them because I was genuinely interested in how Will Smith was going to play the genie. So I watched the Aladdin one, and I don't know about you guys, but oh god. I don't know about you guys, but like as a fan of the originals, you know, and a fan of Robin Williams and a fan of, you know, all that, I was severely disappointed in the Aladdin remake. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Like, it was okay if it was just like, if that was the movie and that was it, but the fact that it was trying to be a remake of the original Aladdin is just sad, man. It really is. Like, there is no way that movie compares to Aladdin at all. Like, how can you compare the remake to the original Aladdin? It just doesn't do it justice. It's like, you know, I don't even know. It's just like a worse version. So, I don't know. I don't know why they continue to make these remakes. Obviously, it's for the money, but they just continue to be ass. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have seen any of the Disney remakes and liked any of the Disney remakes. I'd be curious to hear your opinions on the individual Disney remakes. Like I said, I've only seen the Aladdin one, so I can't say... Oh, look at this. This is crazy. So I can't say for sure if the others are terrible or not, but based on the Aladdin one, I'm just going to assume that they're all bad. Oh, okay. We got the K somewhere. I don't know where we got the K. This level's pretty straightforward, though. I'm having a great time, actually, playing these levels. Now that I understand all the controls, as you guys can see. Level 1 was a bit of an embarrassment or sorry, episode 1 was a bit of an embarrassment, but now that I have the, the understanding of the controls, I feel like I could do anything, So yeah, so they're coming out with a Stitch, Lilo and Stitch remake coming next. I don't know how I feel about that. And now that we're on the topic of Disney and remakes, because I just like talking, let's talk about the Marvel phase. Is it phase 4 now? Marvel phase 4? I guess it is, right? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Marvel has another phase. I was one of the OGs who watched, Marvel phase 1 through 2. I mean, I don't know what Infinity War was. Was that phase 3? I guess that was phase 3 because phase 2 was Ultron, right? Here we go, all the letters, let's go. Anyway, I'm a little skeptical about the new Marvel movies. I didn't really like any of the, oh my god, there we go. What have I seen so far? I saw Shang-Chi, I thought that was okay. I saw Black Widow, I really didn't like that one. I saw Multiverse of Madness, I couldn't finish it. I watched it streaming, I streamed it, couldn't finish it. Didn't really enjoy it all that much. And I think I skipped the rest. I could have sworn I saw another one, but I forget. All right, here we go. 2-6 Wingding. Let's go into this one. I don't know. Like, Marvel really fell off after Infinity War and Endgame. Like, that was such an incredible build-up, Like, you say what you want about Age of Ultron. I thought it was a great movie. But Age of Ultron was a midway point movie, right? Like, everybody knew that, what do I do here? How do I roll into this? Oh, okay. Everybody knew that, whatever it's called, what's his name? Thanos was coming, right? Ever since I forget what, I think it was the first Avengers, actually. The first Avengers, the final scene in the first Avengers, the post-credit scene where he's like, the guy like goes to him and he's like, he's sitting on the throne, Thanos, and he like turns around and he's like, or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Or he's actually sitting on the chair like this, and he does like a big smile. That was sick, and it gave us an indication of like what the end game was gonna be. Like Avengers in and of itself was a really cool moment because up until that point, we had seen, as someone who had never really read the comics and really got into Marvel through the movies and the cartoons, seeing them, all in their individual movies and then all gathered together at the end of, or in the Avengers was just so weird. And then seeing this potential endgame boss, Thanos, at the end of Avengers being like, okay, that's what's coming. And the Age of Ultron was all about the different Infinity Stones, right? It was all about, exploring the different Infinity Stones. And then Phase 3 was all about, Thanos gathering his... Oh, shit. Thanos gathering his allies, and all that, ending in, the final movie, Infinity War, which is with Thanos winning, which was epic in and of itself. You never saw a villain winning before. And then, we had the insane conclusion in Endgame. Now, a lot of people will say that Endgame isn't as good as Infinity War, and that is, in my opinion, only because Infinity War, you didn't know what was going to happen, right? You had no idea how the saga was going to end. Infinity War was clearly not the final movie. It was just the beginning of the final movie, but it was so epic. First of all, seeing the heroes lose is something that's just, you don't see enough in media. But then beyond that, seeing, your favorite heroes getting snapped, it was crazy. Like, you knew they were kind of coming back, like they had to, but it was still like a surreal moment. But the ending wasn't official, so on its own, it was an amazing movie. But then, what's it called? Endgame had to officially end the phase, you know, and in order to do that, they had to kill off a couple of characters, and I think people really didn't expect the characters who got killed off to be killed off, including myself. You know, I didn't expect Iron Man, spoiler alert, to die, along with some others. I'll leave that one vague, but it just, I don't know. Like, I don't think there was any amount of characters. Like, I don't think they could have chosen any, you know, specific characters that would make people not upset, you know? Like, people would say, like, oh, like, just kill off some of the less well-known characters, like, you know, Captain Marvel or something, you know? But at the end of the day, like, even if they did kill off Captain Marvel, people would still be unsatisfied because they'd be like, well, why was she introduced at all if she's just going to be, you know, removed in a movie, you know? So I think no matter what, people were going to be disappointed in who died in Endgame, but I think for what it was a great conclusion to the franchise, or to the phase. And now here we are in Phase 4, right? What are we doing in Phase 4? I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. So far, it doesn't look good. I mean, they got really unlucky that, you know, the guy who played Kang the Conqueror turned out to be an asshole in real life, so they had to kind of write off his story. And, you know, two of the fan-favorite characters, damn it, two of the fan-favorite characters got killed off in Endgame, right? Again, spoilers. I don't know if you're watching this and you still want to know what happens in Endgame, but spoiler alert, I'm about to tell you. Captain America and Iron Man both die, technically. I mean, Captain America doesn't necessarily die, but he's old. He's out of the game. So he's out of the game, you know, what's her name? Black Widow's out of the game. Dead, aka dead. Iron Man is dead, who was my favorite character personally. And, you know, we're left with these leftovers characters who, you know, were cool with the rest of the gang, but on their own, I don't know if they stand up to the original gang. You know, Sam Wilson takes over as Captain America, right? You know, Gwyneth Paltrow's character, Pepper Potts, is supposedly supposed to take over as Iron Man. I don't know how that's going to work. You know, I don't know who's supposed to take over for Black Widow. I guess her sister or whatever, but, like, that Black Widow movie was just so bad that, like, I don't even care. I heard Thunderbolts was pretty good, though. That was one of the latest movies that came out, which is surprising because Phase 4 so far has had a pretty terrible track record. Here I am ranting. I've been ranting for the past 50. Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of disk space. Back to what I was saying. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like my rants. I know that's, you know, one form of commentary. I could talk about what's going on in the level, but there's only so much I could say that you can't already see. You know, like, what am I going to say here? Oh, look at that balloon there. Wow, look at this barrel I'm about to throw. There we go. Dixie Kong. Nice. Bananas. Let's collect them. You know, I got to talk about some other stuff. So I'm sharing my knowledge with you about the various things that I know. And today that happens to be Marvel and Ben 10. We have so many banana coins, man. I'm wondering what the max amount of banana coins you can collect are, because, you know, we have almost, we have a lot. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. I really got to focus here, though. Okay. Oh, God! Wow! That was crazy. Dude, the level design in these games is so good. Or in this game, not in these games. The level design in this game is so good. Like, everything is a surprise. I have no idea what's going to happen next. And to be honest with you, I am very excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, I'll say it, before I played this game, even though this game is going to be totally different than Donkey Kong Bonanza, I know that, but before I played this game, I was like, Donkey Kong's not going to be interesting. Like, it's Donkey Kong, you know? Like, what has Donkey Kong done that's interesting? The only thing I've liked about Donkey Kong in the past is King K. Rool. You know, I don't even know if he's going to be in Bonanza, but then playing this, I realized that this isn't just a Mario platformer clone. This is its own thing. You know, this is its own franchise, and I know that was obvious for most, but for me, I was like, you know, I don't know. Like, I've never played Donkey Kong Country, so I don't know. After playing this, I'm starting to see the hype. I'm very hyped for Bonanza. I think it's gonna be awesome. Still not 100% on his new design, but I think I can deal with it. I think I can get used to it. All right, here we go. Next level here, the next boss, Mountaintop Tussle. Now let's make some estimates. I'm thinking it's gonna be, or some hypotheses. I think it's gonna be an owl. I just have a weird feeling that this boss is gonna be an owl. What do you guys think? Think it's gonna be an owl? I have a really weird feeling that it's gonna be an owl. All right, let's see. Let's see what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a big fat owl. I just realized we've been dealing with owl enemies this entire world, so it makes perfect sense. And just look in the background, man. You really don't think it's gonna be an owl? Like, come on, it's gonna be an owl, man. It's gonna be an owl. We're going towards the owl. We're going in the owl's eye. It's gonna be an owl, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, there he is. Okay, that's the real owl. Wow, that is just messed up. They are pissed. Oh my god. That's like ripping a dollar bill in front of Mr. Krabs. You just don't do that. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong is not happy. Alright, so this is interesting. It looks like we might have to throw some things at him because he's got a spiky helmet on, which, oh god. Alright, he's throwing feathers. Okay, we gotta dodge those feathers. Oh, okay, he's throwing some eggs. Okay, so we can throw these, I believe. Yeah. Boom! There we go. Easy. Boom! Got him again. Oh no. Okay. Boom! Nice! I can't believe I hit him with that. That is awesome. Okay, he's pissed. He's pissed. Alright, doing pretty good so far. I've been loving these boss fights. These are a lot of fun. Okay, he's blowing some wind. Okay, we got our egg dudes back. Okay, didn't get that one. Okay, I need this one. No! I see what we're supposed to do here. Okay, I got him. There we go, got him. Boom. Throwing in this game feels really good. Oh god, okay. Okay, that's what we use the barrel for. Oh no, no, no! Okay. Well, that worked out. Okay, we got more eggs with dudes in them. Let me grab that guy. Boom, that's one, and then I got another right here. Another waiting to go here. Boom! Oh man, I should have waited. I should have waited to throw that. Okay, it's okay. We got this guy. Boom, 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 throw it! Nice! Oh yeah, he's pissed now. He is so pissed. He is super pissed. All right, where are we going now? Final phase, third phase. Bet you he's gonna combine his abilities. Yep, look at this. Look at that. Oh my god, how is he even throwing those feathers? Isn't that like a part of his body? Would that be like me throwing hair? Oh my goodness! Okay, I'm gonna have to take damage there. Let me just scratch my nose real quick, I apologize. Sometimes you just gotta scratch your nose. Oh, wow. Okay, that worked out. Let's go right here, and then move to here. Okay, that's simple. Are you serious? Oh, okay, never mind. Shouldn't have underestimated them. All right, well, we got another egg here for you, sir. There you go. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. I bet you it's only like 2 more hits and then he's done. Oh my goodness! I was not expecting him to drop giant eggs. Oh, come on, man. Do I have to go back to the beginning? Oh my, all right, give me a second, guys. All right, guys, we're back to the final phase. Unfortunately, I do not have Dixie with me. Oh, God, I'm going to have to take damage there. Wow. We're down to 1 life. It's not looking too hot, but you know what, guys? I have faith. I have faith in us. I think we can do this. I'm a little scared, I'm not going to lie, but I do have faith. Oh, God. Okay, almost got hit there. We literally have 1 life. We have to have a perfect run here. Perfect run. I think we can do this, though. Here comes Mr. Eggman. Oh, no! Okay, we got him. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come down here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Boom! Get out of here. Screw you. Got a life back. Okay, what's he gonna do now? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so there's something at the top of the screen. I didn't even notice. You can see at the top of the screen where it's gonna fall. That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess he drops himself. Oh my God. Okay. Didn't know what that was gonna do. That was a completely new move. All right. He jumped over those. Come on, man. One more hit and he's done. No! Okay. Barely survived that. No! Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Dude, these feathers, man. These feathers are tough. These feathers are tough to dodge. These feathers. Okay, here we go again with this shit. All right, just dodge all the birds. This isn't too bad. Come on, man. We can do this. Oh, God. Come on, man. We can do this. We can do this. No! Oh, my God. Okay, get him. No! I didn't get him. Am I just dead? I'm just dead. I'm just dead. They don't even give you a way to escape that. How did I miss that guy? Like, there's no way I missed. Except I guess I did. All right, guys, final phase again. This time I got Dixie at full health. Oh, God. I think we can do this time. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win. I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket and say we won already. I think we've already won. There's just absolutely no chance that we somehow lose here. Like, there's literally no way. You know, like, there's no way. We just have to dodge these dudes. We have 4 hits. I got Dixie's super ability. I think we're set, man. I really do. And we got a penguin here. In fact, I'm gonna grab that guy. Okay, I was gonna grab that guy too, but it's all right. There's 1 hit, 2 more hits, and he's done. 2 more hits, and he's toast. All right, I'm watching the top of the screen. Oh, God. I hate those stupid things, man. Oh, my God. I did not just get hit twice. Unbelievable. All right, 1 more hit. We have 2 hearts. No Dixie. This ain't looking good, man. This ain't looking good. I shouldn't have called my shot, but you know what? I'm not giving up. Oh, my God. That's not good, man. That's not good. Oh, God. Okay. Just gotta dodge his feathers. Dodge his feathers. Okay. Yeah. Sure. 1 health, man. 1 health. I think we can do this. As long as we do this phase perfectly, we're set. As long as we do this phase perfectly, we're set. If we do this phase perfectly, we are set. Come on, man. I just can't mess up. Like, when this egg guy comes, like, right here. Okay, I need to grab him. Get him! Get him! I got him. Yes! It's over! You're done! Yes, dude! Give him a punch! Yeah! Okay, I guess I only punched him once. I wanted to punch him more than that. That's all right. Nice. Music unlocked. New figurines in shop. Hell yes! I wish I punched him more. I honestly, I hit the wrong button. I hit B instead of Y, and that really sucks. But you know what? It's okay. We did it. That's all that matters. All right, there we go. 2 worlds down, another world to go. This one looks interesting. It's like a savanna world. Let's do a level. Grassland Grove. Let's jump right in. 3-1. Find out what we're getting ourselves into here. What kind of enemies are we going to be dealing with this time? I'm going to make an estimate right off the bat, or a hypothesis, a guess. I'm going to say the final boss of this world is going to be an elephant. Considering the theme that we have going on of big, burly bosses. That's the, you know, either that or it's going to be like a rhino, but we already have a rhino. So maybe it's going to be a hippo. Could be a hippo as well. I don't know. All right, but we have all new enemies. All new obstacles, all new challenges. We got dancing trees. Love the music. Music is great. As you can see, we already got some elephant symbols, imagery going on. So if that doesn't tell you, what's to come, I don't know what will. All right, give me Dixie. Dixie is absolutely my favorite monkey. I'm sorry, Diddy, and I'm sorry, Cranky, but that's just how it is. I'm also seeing a lot of, oh, is this something? How are we meant to get up there? Oh, we were supposed to jump off one of the bunnies, weren't we? What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, we're seeing all these bunnies, so that's making me think that maybe the final boss is a giant bunny, which wouldn't really make sense in a savannah world, but if they're throwing us the, the regular enemies, similar to how they did the last world, all the regular enemies were owls. And previously, all the regular enemies were walrus. Is it walruses or walrus? In World 1, and then the final boss was like a big seal. So, I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see. I have no idea what the final boss is. We're just going to have to wait and see. Speaking of which, are walruses considered seals? I was watching a video recently about walruses. And, I don't know if they're considered seals or not. That's how we got the, okay, damn. That's how we were supposed to get the letter earlier. I love how we can, jump into the foreground. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, nice. Puzzle piece right there. 9 puzzle pieces, once again, in level 1. That is just ridiculous to me. There's a lot of puzzle pieces. Okay. Not worrying about the letters or the coins at this point because we don't have any of them, and for some reason it doesn't save your progress. Oh my god, that thing took forever to come back. I really thought that thing was going to be there. Okay, it's okay. Oh god. I forgot I didn't have Dixie anymore. We can't float in the air anymore. That is a challenge. Once Dixie, or once the other Kong is out of the equation, the game becomes a lot harder, I must say. The other Kongs really make this game doable, but without them, it's tough, man. It really is. Is that the end? Oh, no, okay. I was gonna say, there's no way that's the end. I love how long these levels are, too. That could be seen as, a bad thing, but I kind of like that each level, is unique, There's not a lot of similar-looking levels. Every level has its own uniqueness about it, and I enjoy that, it doesn't overstay its welcome, but it doesn't, finish quicker than it needs to, it's perfect length. I've always wanted to go to Africa. I think going to Africa would be a really cool trip. I've actually really never been outside the country in general, guys. There's a little fun fact for you about my personal life. I have never been outside the country. I mean, I have been outside the country once. I went to Ireland, land of my people. I am Irish. Oh, God. Hence why I said land of my people. And that was awesome. But that's the only place I've ever been to. I've always wanted to explore some other places. I'm in America, if you guys couldn't tell. I live in America. So, and there's so many great countries out there that I'd love to explore. And Africa is one of them. I mean, it's not a country, that's an entire continent. But, I'd still like to go there at some point. I'm going to stop talking about other countries before I say something incorrect, because that would be embarrassing. Okay. Look at these snakes, man. I love how the eyes are like giant buttons. That's kind of gives me Coraline vibes. Oh, God. Anything with button eyes gives me Coraline vibes, to be fair. Great movie, that movie. You guys ever see Coraline? That movie is freaky, but it is amazing. It is a really good movie. Speaking of which, I haven't seen a Tim Burton movie in a while. Like a nice, solid Tim Burton movie. When was the last time we got a good Tim Burton movie? It's been a long time. Ah, nice. Okay, the most I can really get is 11. I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to be going for. Should I go for those, or should I go for, something else? I don't know. Should I go for the coin? Should I go for the balloon? I feel like the balloon is the best value, because if we're just going for bananas, and bananas are just, balloons. I don't know what I'm saying. Look at that. See, like, what is that DK? What does that mean? You know, at the top of the screen, like, we can get a star, we can get a puzzle piece. Obviously, getting the star means getting all the Kong letters. The puzzle piece is all the puzzle pieces. But what is the DK? I want to know what that means. All right, let's see what we're looking ahead at here. I don't see the final boss level, but I'm sure it's coming. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you want to see more. That is going to be it for today. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'm loving this game. This game is super fun. I didn't think I was going to get into it at first, but I'm having a blast. This is really, really good. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series too. And if you are, let me know. And I don't know if this was today's question or yesterday's question. Who's your favorite Kong? I think I asked that in the last video. So this video, I'll ask, what will my question be? I don't know. You guys excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza? I'll ask that. I certainly am. I'm really excited to play it. I'm going to be going to the midnight release of the Switch 2 because my pre-order, I didn't get a pre-order, unfortunately. I tried. I didn't get one. So I'm going to have to go at midnight. I'm actually going to have to probably go around like 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Wait until midnight and hopefully pick up a Switch 2. We'll see. Don't know how that's going to work out for me, but wish me luck, guys. That's in a couple of weeks. So, anyway, guys, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week whenever you're watching this. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.